Lesson 2. How do adaptations help plants? Write 3 things you think these plants are getting from their environment. Inquiry. Explore it. Materials. 2 paper towels. Plastic container with water. Foil. How can plants survive in the desert? 1. Wet and squeeze out 2 paper towels. Roll up 1 towel. Put the towels on the foil as shown. 2. After 1 day, unroll the rolled up towel. Observe both towels. Compare. Record. Explain your results. 3. Infer. How does the amount of surface exposed to air affect how fast a leaf loses water? Put 1 towel flat on the foil, model of a flat leaf. Roll up 1 towel, model of a needle-like leaf. Unlock the big question. I will know plants can survive in different environments because of adaptations. Word to know. Adaptation. Plant adaptations. When an environment changes, plants compete to use the same limited resources, such as sunlight. Plants with the best adaptations are more likely to survive. An adaptation is a characteristic that increases an organism's ability to survive and reproduce in its environment. Adaptations do not happen quickly. They develop over many generations. Plants receive genes from their parents. Genes are instructions that determine how the plant grows. Because of these genes, most characteristics of a plant are the same as in its parents. For example, a plant will have the same type of flowers and leaves as its parents. However, different combinations of genes may cause a plant to be a bit different. Some plants may be a bit taller than their parents, or may have different colored flowers. A plant may also have a mutation, which is a random change in a gene. A mutated gene may cause a plant to grow roots that are a bit longer than average, or to become unable to make wax to protect its leaves. This mangrove tree can take in gases through its exposed roots. This adaptation helps it survive in its environment. 1. Infer. How do you think the shape of mangrove roots might help the tree during a storm? Natural selection. If a mutation helps a plant survive in its environment, that plant will have a better chance to live and reproduce. The plant will pass on its genes to its offspring. If the mutation is harmful to the plant will be less likely to survive or have offspring. Over many generations, small mutations can add up to surprising adaptations, such as strong roots or bright flowers. This process is called natural selection. It favors useful mutations and reduces harmful mutations. Natural selection helps species develop adaptations to survive in different environments. Life cycle variations. The life cycles of plants are adapted to their environments. For example, the seeds of a Venus's flytrap are programmed to germinate or sprout after winter. They will not germinate in an indoor pot unless they have been kept in the refrigerator for several weeks. Some plants, like morning glory vines, take advantage of the warm weather and grow very fast, produce flowers and seeds, and then die before the cold arrives again. Other plants live through the winter, but do not produce flowers or seeds until spring. 2. Compare and contrast. Look at the pictures and read the captions on the right. How are the life cycles of the papaya tree and the cherry tree alike and different? Papaya trees grow in the tropics, where the temperature stays more or less the same. They can produce fruit year-round. Each fruit has hundreds of seeds. Cherry trees grow in regions with cold winters. They produce flowers only in the spring, and the cherries can be harvested in the summer. Each cherry has a single seed. Physical characteristics. Changes in parts of a plant can help it survive in its environment. For example, coconuts are large seeds. If the coconuts from a particular palm tree can float a little better than the average, these coconuts will be more likely to stay afloat when they fall in the water. The floating husk, or outer covering, is a structural adaptation that is helpful when a plant has seeds that are dispersed by water. This type of husk might allow the coconut to travel farther in the ocean than a more dense husk. If the seed travels farther than other seeds, it may have less competition for resources. The seed may then survive and grow into a mature palm tree. 3. Suggest. Look at the leaves on the plants below. Each leaf is adapted to perform a function. What might be the function of each leaf? Venus's flytrap, prickly pear cactus, water lily. Coconuts have a lightweight husk that allows them to float for months until they reach a beach where the seed can germinate. 4. Cause and effect. Coconut trees grow in tropical regions. What would be an effect of an ocean current that carried coconuts to colder areas? Succession. When an environment changes, communities of organisms in the environment also change. Succession is the predictable order of changes in communities after a change occurs. As communities change, conditions might also change. New conditions allow different communities to move into the environment and grow. In most cases, succession occurs in stages. If conditions are right, bare land might become grassland. Grassland will give way to shrubs. Shrubland will become a forest. Communities grow and replace one another until there is a stable community with few changes. 5. Sequence. The pictures below show the same lake at different times. Write the numbers 1 through 4 on the pictures to show the sequence of succession at the lake. Lightning Lab. You light up my leaf. Attach a craft stick to a card to make a handle. Shine light on the card while you slowly twist the handle. Look at its shadow. The card represents a leaf on a plant. How can you hold the leaf so that it will receive the most sunlight? This house has been abandoned for several years. Native plants have started to grow in the area around the house. 6. Describe. What is an example of succession shown here? Got it? 7. Apply. Describe 3 adaptations that might help a plant survive in a very windy environment. 8. Unlock the big question. Think about what you learned in this lesson. Describe how adaptations can help plants survive. Stop. I need help with. Wait, I have a question about. Go. Now I know.